Hello, Professor. This is Caesar recording my findings on my final project. I was up late last night working on this and most of the day today. I just wanted to reach out to you and show you some of the issues that I've been running. I was able to resolve them, but they're not as easy as that you might think. All right, so I am using a capture program, so bear with me because I don't know how to use this Android phone too well. Go ahead and turn this on. Oops, wrong side. Let me do that. Okay, so currently I'm just going to give you a glimpse on my game I'm working on. So basically what it is that it is a mountain range. Let me see if I could turn it on. Okay, so it's basically a mountain range where you start on the bottom and then you click on a button and then it kind of gates you like an elevator, sort of say, to the different mountain ranges. You are on top of this kind of like a box thing, and then it's going to take you all over the map so that you can kind of get to see the mountain ranges and everything else. What this does, it allows you to kind of get a glimpse on, how tall those ranges are. I'm going to speed this up so that I could be able to get through this, because now let's do it at 20 speed. All right, so you get to the bottom, and then bear with me because I'm doing this with one hand. All right, so you were up there, now you're down here. Now you're going to go to the next mountain range. Next mountain range right there. You look it over there, you press the left button again, you go down, and then you go back to, and then you start all over again. My intent is to probably add some wildlife, some more trees, and more stuff in there. So that wasn't the difficult part. Well, other than trying to get the script working, trying to get the for it to work properly. So I was able to get over that. Initially last night I was trying to figure out how to actually go to files, go to building settings, and then start building it so I could be able to connect it to the phone. Major issues that I ran into that I did not know is that when you are using Unity and you are building it with Android, you have to have permission from the phone as a developer to be able to turn on certain features. So one of the things that Unity is going to ask you to do is to get what we call the device ID number. You get the device ID by going to the command prompt. Okay, and let me connect the phone real quick. All right, natively you do not run this command straight from this command prompt. What happens there, you have to have a program in order for it to be used, and I could send the more details later. But basically what happens, I'm connected to the phone right now, and I'm going to do what we call an ADB devices, and this tells the system. Let me do it one more time. Basically, this tells the system that you have that device with that ID number that has been given permission from Unity, from Unity game in order to install it and run into an Android device. If you don't have that, you will not be able to run the game or the package on the device. Once you have that, you basically go to your settings where you have it built. Let me go to my user. Like I said, again, I'm doing this one-handed, so bear with me. Final project. Okay, so once you have that, you're going to be going to the Oculus developers website. You're going to put that device number in there. then you're going to hit the download file. Once you download that file then has to be integrated into your assets folder. Once you go to your assets folder, you have to make a plugins folder. Then you have to make an Android folder, another assets folder in there, and then you copy and paste that one in there. So natively these are not in there, so you have to do it in there. If you don't do that, again, you will not be able, you'll be able to build it, but the phone will not accept it because of a security feature that the Android device has. So you have to have that done. I was not aware of that. It took me literally almost the entire day today to try to get it to run. So that was the hardest part, to try to get that information. All right, so once I got that information, a couple of other things that I ran into in the settings here. Oops. In order to build, we have to have the Java JDK installed, Android SDK, and the Android NDK installed. And you have to tell Unity where those are located. Unfortunately, I've been having so many different variations of Unity running in my computer that all this was all messed up. So I literally had to delete everything and start from scratch. Once I actually started all over again, I was able to get that done. So that was another issue I ran into, is trying to make sure that this was running correctly, and also it has the correct versions being run. Different versions of Unity require different versions of these SDK files. So what that was done, everything was built, and so let me go ahead and build it. So right now I have the phone hooked up, so it's going to go through the process of building and sending the game itself. So once that was done, then I'm going to be able to connect it to my to my device. So I have here the Gear VR from Samsung. I was able to get this at a very good rate. It was brand new. Lady gave this to me for $40. Brand new. It includes this. And so once that is compiled and it's running, it's the phone itself is going to tell me that it is ready to go. Okay, while that is running, some of the scripts that I had to write included writing scripts to tell the platform of where it started, where it needs to go, how fast it's going to go, and in what position it was going into. So once that was written, I was able to let the system move the platform. So that was on itself a challenging portion too. Once that was done, okay, so as you can tell, okay, so this is telling me it's ready to go. So let me go ahead and disconnect it from my computer. So I'm wearing the headset now, and as you can tell, I'm going to stand up so I can kind of look around. You're not going to actually see it. I think you're going to see like two eyeballs. I'm going to go ahead and start it. There's a little button on the right hand side of the Oculus, and then basically, as you can see, is I'm running up the mountain range, and I am getting a feeling that I am actually going up in elevation, which is great. That is what the VR experience is supposed to be. Now, I did have to tame the speed, because if I did it too fast, I actually got a little bit nauseous. So as you can see, also the rays of the sun, I actually had to tone it down because it was so bright that after a while my vision was not too good. So this is going to go through its paces. I'm not going to go through the entire thing, so let me take this off. Let me turn this off. Okay, so OFC. Okay. So yeah, that's what I have right now. So basically, the biggest challenge was getting this ID right there to be able to work. If not, it won't work. So I have a feeling that if you're going to use your phone, I'm going to probably need to have that ID number so I could be able to incorporate it and download it to my software. What I'll do is I could send you my package so that you could test it to see if it works on your end. I'm thinking it won't work because I have my ID number in there. I have not been able to figure out how for it to work without having that ID. If you have any other questions or concerns, please let me know. And I think that's the end of my recording. I can figure out how to turn this off. There you go.